To evaluate the possibility of a Colombian cosmetics company starting its international trade activity in the Asian continent, two attractive markets of consumption were selected, such as South Korea and Taiwan. In both countries, a detailed analysis of international relations was carried out because of the influence not only economic growth but also internal and external conflicts of the target market. Geopolitics were also analyzed since political power is what makes it easier for the general system of the country to be successful or not. South Korea strives to foster friendship and cooperative relations with other countries. As of June of 2020, South Korea had diplomatic relations with 191 countries permanent embassies operating in 115 countries, in addition to 46 consular offices and 5 permanent missions to international organizations. South Korea collaborates in the international cooperation sector in line with its economic strengths, participates through the World Bank in the IMF and the OECD in programs designed to support developing countries. Recently, it also joined global efforts for peacekeeping, global economic stabilization, or environmental conservation, among others.
Hello, my name is Camila. About the country. For the year 2021, Taiwan, with a population of 23,375,000 people, is in position 75 in the population table. Its capital is Taipei and is called in the new Taiwanese dollar. Taiwan is the 22 large economic by volume of GDP. Its public debt in the 2020 was 109,101 million euros, with a debt of the 22.6%. Its debt per capita is 38,125 euros per inhabitant. If your reason for visit Taiwan is business, it's helpful to know that Taiwan ranks 13 out of 120 in the Doing Business ranking, which ranks country based on how easy it is to do business of the organization in which Taiwan collaborates in some way. The following stand out: APEC, ASEAN, WTO, Asian Development Bank.
In just half a century, South Korea went from being one of the most disadvantaged countries in the world to a developed country capable of offering help to others. South Korea's foreign aid programs are coordinated by the Korea International Cooperation Agency, KOICA. It provides between 400 and 500 million USD annually official development assistance to developing countries in Africa and Asia. These funds contribute in numerous areas such as education, health, agriculture, reforestation, fishing, public administration, and industrial energy, among others.
According to the Freedom in the World Index, Taiwan is considered to have a high human rights record in the category of human freedom in civil and political rights, scoring 94th point of the 100 points. Taiwan is my enemy is China. Taiwan sees itself as an independent and democratic governed country, although it has never officially declared its independence.
South Korea was chosen because it's an economy that has shown high growth. In fact, at the end of 2020, according to nominal GDP, it's ranked 10th in the world's most important economies, and it's the fourth economy in the Asian country after China, Japan, and India. The economy of this country has not decreased since 1998, even maintaining growth rates during the pandemic, although in the lower percentage that those reported in the previous years. In addition to this, at the level of international relations, South Korea has a large number of allies thanks to the conflict with North Korea. This conflict implies a risk for investment, but thanks to the intervention of various countries, a military conflict is far away because it will unleash the Third World War by the United States-backed South Korea. South Korea is a diplomatic country that respects international law, and this has allowed it to play a leading role in international trade and even invest in other countries. South Korea makes foreign direct investment in other countries, turning around USD 30 billion between 2019 and 2020.
Taiwan's foreign policy approach. In the political diplomatic aspect, Taiwan is marginalized from organizations such as the UN. Countries on the official record of limited number of states. Its isolationism of political entity was its begin in the China Civil War, when the government of the Republic of China took refuge of the island of Taiwan. The conflict between the two Chinas has not been resolved today. Armistice. On July 27 in 1953, the United States and North Korea signed an armistice. Said armistice was established to ensure to the local cessation of hostilities and on the armed forces on the Korean Peninsula. You need a definitive peace agreement is reached, which to the day has not yet been reached, and therefore both nations are technically in agreed war.
It is therefore recommended that the process of internationalization towards South Korea begin, taking advantage of the strategic location in Asia that allows it to even reach other countries in the region, take advantage of the economic development and the quality of life of the people that has improved remarkably in recent years, allowing greater consumption. It is important to work on the following ways to achieve better results. Exchange rates in which derivatives can be implemented seeking to reduce the impact risk of the exchange rate variation. Faced with the risk of trade war and the economic recession generated by the pandemic and by the war between Ukraine and Russia, it is suggested that products of different prices be marketed, seeking that when economic growth is reduced, people can buy the cheapest products, cheap and continue to enjoy cosmetic products.
Conclusion. At the end of the analysis is identified that is a convenient for the cosmic company to enter South Korea, thanks to the fact that it is a country that economical has one of the best economic in the world and has maintained low levels of unemployment despite to the condition generated by the pandemic. In addition to this, the population of South Korea has improved its level of quality of life, which makes it easier for them to allocate more resources to the purchase of cosmetic products that can be considered a luxury item and not basic and necessary. The development of the world has made it easier for us to develop our capacity for analysis and relation valued aspects that go beyond the acceptance or not of product or service in international markets. Not only the export opportunity is identified, but also the impact of political power that ultimately impact the internal conflict of the country. The relationship, its close neighbor, and even the role that the country has with international trade and the respect they have for the law and business practice. Bye, thank you.